Well, hi Aries, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Aries, let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. For Aries, please. Interesting already. So the overall energy, Aries, is the Fool. The Fool is a fun. It's just like throwing caution to the wind, enjoying yourself, having fun. But the thing about the Fool is they're looking up in the sky, up in the clouds, not looking forward. So the Fool a lot of times finds themselves at the edge of a cliff. So this is the energy I feel. This surrounds your entire reading, actually. So you may be involved in somebody where you're ignoring any red flags, or you're just kind of bouncing along with your head in the clouds. And I mean, this is really, it's like throwing caution to the wind, but enjoying it. So let's see if you actually reach the edge of that cliff or not. So up here in your highest energy is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is taking action. It's a very actionable card. You are holding a sword of truth and clarity up in the air and rushing forward. I think that there's some kind of truth, some kind of clarity you need to find out from whoever it is that you're thinking about while you're watching this reading, and you will do it. And you will come forth and you will seek those answers. The Knight of Swords and the Fool energy are the strongest energies in this reading. So, this is probably what's happening is you're finding yourself getting closer to the edge of a cliff. You might be starting to look forward, and you're realizing some things that you need answers to. This Knight of Swords is right next to the Knight of Cups. So this is a sincere, usually, love offer, and it's right above the Fool card. I think you actually have a sincere feelings for whoever this is. I feel like you want to offer love, but I also feel like they're just not really into it at the moment, okay? And you're realizing this, and I think you're going to come right out and have this conversation about where are they in this relationship? What do they expect from you? And then I have the Eight of Cups, which is next to the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you are considering turning your back on this relationship and walking away. Because you feel like, I think you feel like, they just want to keep living in the Fool energy. They don't want to do anything more than live for the moment, okay? And you're starting to think more about the future. And so you're like, well, you better get the right answers to your questions here, or you may just turn your back on this relationship. So the Five of Wands is under the Knight of Swords. There is a lot of stress, anxiety, and confusion now associated with this relationship. This is what happens in this Fool energy. I mean, it's really fun while it lasts, but like I say, you usually find yourself at the edge of this cliff. I don't see you going off yet, but I do see you taking control. It's like you're realizing things before it gets to that actual point. So it causes that stress, that mental, like all over the place in your mind, and this is what's going to drive you to get your answers with this Knight of Swords. So, and I think you're questioning the love, really, because I think you're falling in love. And I think you need answers before this gets too deep here. I have the High Priestess next to the Fool card and under the Eight of Cups. Well, this is the card of intuition and knowing. Your intuitions are running very high. Whatever your gut, your heart, and head are telling you are probably right on the money, okay? So that is probably why you're up in your head with all this stress and confusion, anxiety, and why you're going to be rushing forward for truth and clarity before this gets on too far down the road. So just pulling back that pomegranate curtain and listening to yourself. And I think you are. I think you're paying attention to what your gut is telling you about what's going on, and you will seek out the answers before you walk away, because you don't really want to walk away. You're developing this cup of love, and it is sincere for this person. You're hoping that these answers help this relationship move forward. I have the Page of Swords under the Five of Wands. Your guard is up, and it's because of you're feeling this. You're getting anxious. You're getting confused about this relationship. And it's becoming a stress for you. So your sword of truth and clarity is up. You're not like swinging it. You're not cutting them right out of your life, but you are becoming aware, much aware of what's going on here, and you're really feeling like you two may be on two separate pages in this relationship. So your sword is up. Self-protection, truth and clarity. It's right next to the Knight of Pentacles, which is under the Fool energy. This is the slowest moving energy in the whole entire deck. This horse looks like it's just standing there. Well, there is one foot barely in front of the other. It does move, but it can take lifetimes, so it doesn't mean it will happen this lifetime. This horse is actually bringing a pentacle with it. So this is security, stability, groundedness, possible commitment, but it may never reach you. And I know you're feeling like this may never pan out to be a long-term relationship, and you need your answers. I feel like there might be some sort of separation that might take place here. If not, there's just a joyous outcome to all these questions and these feelings that you're having. But I do feel like, I think really there's a separation between the two of you, and that might happen often. That might, not even be the first time. But I feel like there's a reunion with them, and it will be a happy reunion with them. Maybe you don't hear what you want to hear, but maybe in this separation period, they decide that, wait a minute, I do have feelings for Aries here. So there is a happy reunion. It's almost like you know you have to bring this forward. You know you need to, because if you don't, it's going to stay in this Fool energy. It's not going to go anywhere. So you do need to bring it up, and you know that. So it's almost like, if you love it, set it free, and if it returns, let it be, So let's take out the second part of this reading. I feel like they have, they're not really excited about commitment or anything like that, but they're not excited about the idea of you walking out either. So Aries, what else can you expect? Oh, okay. All right, this will do. The King of Cups in your highest energy line here. This is water, actually. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this is you pulling back that cup of love. That's that cup that's missing right there. You're like, no more. No, I need answers, or we are not continuing with this relationship. And so I feel like you pull back that cup of love. All these cards are male or female. Someone might have water in their chart, but like I said, you are developing these true feelings for this person. They are a soulmate. You might have known them since childhood, teenage years, or even before. But now this is a sweet, love offer here with the flower in it. You've known them in another lifetime, definitely, at least one other lifetime, and that's the pull, that's the connection that the two of you have. You can't deny it. You're both going to feel it. I have the Two of Cups right next to the Six of Cups. I mean, you're not only just living in the moment and enjoying the moment and throwing caution to the wind. You're best friends and soulmates. You've been best friends, according to this reading, could have been best friends since childhood years. But even if not, if it was just from another life, you have become best friends. They are also developing love for you. Now, they may not act like it right now. Like I say, I think it's you that actually has the gumption, to come out with your concerns about this relationship. So, another soulmate card, best friends with love, right next to the Six of Cups. So under the King of Cups, where you're just kind of pulling back your love, you need answers to these questions about this relationship, is the Three of Wands. The waiting, watching, and wondering card. See, I think you guys kind of have a separation, and it might happen, often in this relationship. If not, I just feel like there's a separation. And I think you're waiting for them and hoping for them to come back. This is the card of your ship coming in, the waiting, watching, and wondering, like, when are they coming back? When are they returning? When are they going to show up in my life? Will they? Will they ever? You're very confused about the love. We have the Seven of Cups here, just like I thought. You're doubting the love because, we've all made poor choices in our lives, and most of us have picked the wrong partners at one point. It's not like we're so lucky that the first person, we fall in love with is going to be the one for the rest of our lives. I mean, how rare is that? But so all these cups have something else in them. So, something takes away from it. And so these other relationships don't work. And you're wondering if they are one of these cups. I don't think so, because I have the Two of Cups here, and I have the Six of Cups here. And I have this reunion card. These are cups. This is joyous reunion. I feel like there's some bickering going on, some like butting of heads about like where this relationship should go, because these are the Three of Pentacles. It just like not seeing eye to eye on how this relationship should advance or if it should advance. And that's right under your soulmate card, your best friend and soulmate. So you do kind of have a butting of heads going on here. And it's because you want your questions answered. Under the Three of Wands is the Four of Cups. Now, this is, you're feeling like, if they come back in, this is kind of like a mixed bag here, but you're feeling like, do you really want to accept their cup? If they come back in now, after this, after maybe they said some things that might have been hurtful or said some things that might have led you to believe that they will never commit or whatever, and then they come back, you're thinking you probably won't even entertain that offer, but at the same time you can't let go of them either, because you've actually developed feelings deep, getting deeper as you go along in time, and you're actually waiting for them to return, but you're not sure what you'll do if they do. But right here, this tells me that you will absolutely get back together. I have the Hierophant right next to this Four of Cups. They may even come back and offer a commitment. And you will have to think about it now. I think before you would have just accepted it. And now I think it's like, you don't know. You're going to have to think about it. But you know what? And this is because you doubt the love. You have these misgivings about how do they really feel about you. And they come back in and it's like, Oh, and then they want to commit. This is traditional values, traditional morals. It's very spiritual. It can represent marriage even. This is the card for Taurus. Taurus might be strong in your chart, might be strong in their chart, or around this reading. But I feel like you're really not sure what you're going to do if they return. But I see what you're going to do right here. It will work out. And I also see what you're going to do right here. The World card. You're going to enter a new life cycle with this person. It's like going into this whole relationship with fresh eyes, a new way of looking at things, looking forward, not up in the clouds. And this goes for both of you, you know. And it's under this Three of Pentacles. You're moving forward from that energy. It's just kind of a little setback. And you're entering a new life cycle. And it will be with some sort of commitment. At least they're going to try. At least they say they're going to work on it. They don't want to lose you, like I say. Let's pull out one more card for this reading for Aries. It's the Three of Cups. Yeah. This is your disappointment. Your cups get kicked over. And I think it comes out of this, you know, when you come forward for the truth and the honesty, because you're falling in love and you want to know how they're feeling. And then somebody walks away, turns their back on this situation. So you're looking at the spilled cups and disappointment, discouragement. But I call this the card of hope because there's two full cups behind this figure. And just turning around, you know, you don't have to look at the spilled cups. As a matter of fact, I don't think you're going to be looking at the spilled cups for very long before you turn around. It's sitting right on the Eight of Cups, the walking away. And then it's sitting on the King of Cups, the pulling back of that cup of love before you, because you need your answers. And I absolutely feel like you're going to be turning around, seeing those cups. You're going to, when they come back in, there might be a little bit of hesitation, but whatever they say is going to be the deal maker, okay? Not the breaker, the maker. And it looks like the two of you will work on it and enter a new life cycle together. So, wow, Aries, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.